What is happening, you beautiful people? I am playing around right now. Gonna see if I can find that's not it. A video. I just found I could do a video beginning, and I think I want to do that. But let's see if I can. How can I? Well, I want to remove me. Oh, am I there? No, I'm there. That's awesome. We'll do that. Yeah, but see, I don't want this. I want to show you my background. So I want to show you. I can't do that right now. Okay. Let me go back to find this video. If I can find this video, I just realized I can start now. Okay. Back everything up. Start off on Streamlabs. And while I was getting ready, I noticed that I can upload a video beginning. And I was looking for this one video I have. I don't know if it's still. I just realized something. I can share this, can't I? I'm going to share screen. And I don't want to do the whole screen. I may not want to do that either. All right, let's see here. Hang on. First of all, I need to turn off my notifications. Totally forgot about that. Do not disturb. All right, now we're back. Let's see here. Photos. How's everybody today? Are you having a good day? I hope so. That was Afghanistan photos. That was Afghanistan. What is... Did I not save that? I did not save a photo, and this upsets me. Oh, should I show this? Okay. I'm looking at a photo I saved from August 12th, and it's of Joe Biden's kid. Anyway, he's wearing nothing but a jockstrap. Why is he wearing a jockstrap? Isn't that weird? I think so. Why do I not have... Are there no videos in my library? I just realized something. I don't think there are. Son of a gun. I just realized. I think I messed up. Oh, well. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Sorry, guys. So, let's open a new page. This is what I wanted to do. I want to go over here. And I want to invite y'all to my shared screen, which is the new tab. Let's see how that works. There it is. And there is my chicken. There's my background I was looking for. So frustrating. How to deal with this amateur stuff that I do. But we're going to go like that. Okay, now. Let's see. What's the first news of today? Let's see. Let's just go to news. Boom. Mark Meadows stops cooperating with Capitol attack investigation. Oh, what that means is that Mark Meadows isn't doing what Nancy Pelosi wants him to. Wow. Oh, geez. Oh, hey, you know what we should do? We should go to Twitter. That's always a rich place for content. What's happening, Twitter? Bob Dole switches to the Democrat Party. Ah! This one's gonna like Bob, because he's dead. See? And he can keep on voting. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Tim Burchett, we like him. No talk of reducing the debt, just raising the debt ceiling. Yeah, that sucks. Cecil says that he is way cool. Ethan Van Sciver is awesome too. I abhor the work of any kind, be it mental or physical. Yet I would leave out of bed the crack of noon. At that crack of noon to work with Ethan. Well, Ethan is awesome. I was enjoy working with. That's again my collaborators. I made great comics built into franchises that made DC Comics tons of money, established new ideas, and created excitement and freedom. Fandom. These are facts. Don't have to be on an effing piece of shice to not love working with me. That is hilarious. That's a hilarious gift. Tweet is unavailable. Literally doing the same thing he's accusing Vol fan base of doing. You got to take pictures. What do we have here? It's around 40 degrees out today. I saw an old man swimming here on Sunday and thought he was nuts. Walking by today, I just figured out what he was doing. What? There's a guy that swam out there to put up a floating Christmas tree. Yeah, I'm going to go with the guy was nuts. Even if the Christmas tree was cool. Did he rig up lights? Now that would be awesome. That'd be epic. I mean, that's a long way from shore for somebody to swim out to. It's 40 degrees outside. The question is it warmer in the water than out of the water? Today's my 5-month anniversary, so I've had a cigarette or a drink. Oh, wow. So much happier. Yeah, I woke up from a coma and no longer craved cigarettes or drinks. That's how, after 5 months in a coma, that's how you get over it easily. Elon Musk called CEO a made-up title. It is a made-up title. They're all, what they teach in law school, it's a corporations are fictions. See, Knoxville Police Department are investigating FBI Knoxville. Ooh, a robbery that occurred today at the First Horizon Bank. Oh, I know who that is. That is the former Tennessee Vol coach, Jeremy Pruitt. Where do I get a reward? Yes. Do I get a reward? Oh wait, no. Let's do this a little bit better. Let's change this around. This is working, right? Yeah, it's working. All right, cool. Y'all are lucky. Someone mentioned something about reward check. I love that. You know what's awesome is how the Grinch Stole Christmas. Where Jim Carrey plays the Grinch and I can't think of his name right now. Richie Cunningham directs it, and the Grinch gets invited to Whoville and whatever, and he says, "Yes, somebody mentioned something about a check." I love that, even though my ability to mimic voices is pathetic and doesn't work. Oh, what's this? I know who Mandy Summers is, but look at this. It's awesome. I want to wait a second here. I thought that was like it folded into like a bat cave type thing. This is just the city. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's really kind of cool. And that also reminds me. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what I meant. I tried to do this. Sorry. No, I don't like cards. I'm so. Can men and women just be friends? Well, sure, but why? Sure, but why? Oh, y'all are on my going around and pranking. That's what I love doing. Is I love trolling on Twitter. This is kind of cool. This person worked hard on this. Oh, that's her. Okay. Um, what's the company you refuse to support and why? Arby's because they got rid of potato cakes. Whoa, wait a second. Time out. They did what? Dude, like that is atrocious. If Arby's got rid of potato cakes. Oh, geez. Oh, look, there's the dude. Oh, wow. Elon Musk says civilization will crumble if people don't have more kids. Wow. This is pretty basic. This guy is a genius and a billionaire. And it took him, he's like 50 something. It took him 50 something years to figure this out. I think I was taught about it in elementary school. So I was a billionaire before it was cool, and now I'm broke because of Joe Biden's inflation. Oh, I don't know what that is, Verizon. Get off my shirt. Ooh, what's this? The flat earther. Now, okay. I love there are, I'm streaming on multiple things right now. I don't think I'm allowed to mention this. I love this idea right here. If you mention it to somebody, you can talk about Bigfoot, you can talk about the Loch Ness monster, you can talk about aliens, but if you mention the shape of the earth and you say that it's like a pizza, people flip out. It is the best way for you to figure out if someone is sane or not. If they smile and they look at you and they mention the ice wall, that is the person you want to hang out with. Okay. They have a sense of humor. If they freak out and go, "Rah," and they spit out all this stuff. And then it's so funny. Here's the thing. The simplest thing there is. We're all taught that math can solve all problems in the scientific community, of course. Did you know there's no mathematical equation to prove that the earth is round? You say that to somebody and their head shatters. And then if you wanted to conspire it, you tell them that you remind them that NASA is 2 letters away from, if you change the S to a Z and the A to an I at the end, okay, you understand that it was them, those folks, those people. It was the Germans that bombed Pearl Harbor. No, it was those people that oh geez, Pearl Harbor. Oh geez. Oh, I forgot about today's Pearl Harbor Day. I need to be serious after this and say something nice. But anyway, they created NASA. So anyway, let's do this real quick, and then I'm going to talk about Pearl Harbor Day. One more thing, Mr. Aldrin. How did you get to the lunar module from the command module? Oh wow. I mean, it's stuff like this. It's like nobody ever asked these questions. And I'll tell you what got me was when they said that we can't figure out how they got to the moon in the first place, so therefore we can't do it again. We have no idea how to get to the moon. We can't do our own way to get to the moon. I mean, Christmas lights are offensive. What? How about knows your Christmas lights display during the unprecedented times we've all experienced challenges. Oh, this was last year. Which casual words just don't describe what we're feeling. The idea of twinkling colorful lights are a reminder of divisions that continue to run through our society, a reminder of systemic, sorry, biases against our neighbors who don't celebrate Christmas or who can't afford to put up lights of their own. We must do the work of educating ourselves. We must educate ourselves about the harmful impacts of outward facing display like yours can have. I challenge you. It's a challenge, buddy. You better take it to respect the dignity of all people while striving to learn from differences, ideas, and opinions of our neighbors. We must come together collectively and challenge these institutional inequities. St. Anthony is a community welcoming of all people. We must demand better for ourselves. Oh, St. Anthony, Minnesota. So that's wonderful. You live in a town named after a saint. And you talk all this jive about stuff that doesn't even exist. Nobody hates Christmas. People see lights on a house. Let me tell you what. We need more holidays where you light up your house. I say I'm nominating the 4th of July. The 4th of July, you just string red, white, and blue lights all over your house. It will be magnificent. It'll be awesome. It'll be the greatest, coolest thing ever. The town that comes together and is the first one to do a 4th of July light parade is awesome. Everybody should light up their house 4th of July, and we're going to be like, yeah, we're Americans. Suck it, okay? Don't like it, leave. The USA all the way. You know, I want to play. Oh, I can't play my music. I want to on here. Oh, I bet I could if I just streamed on Twitch, because Twitch is awesome. If you're listening on Twitch, please subscribe. If you're listening on what am I on here? Twitter, please follow. And if you're on YouTube as well, please subscribe. Anyway, what a loser. We're going to have to save this image. How am I going to save this? I'm going to save it as loser letter upset about Christmas. Boom. Yeah. I got a bunch of other ones here. No, I don't want any of that. What an idiot. Loser. All right, let's see here. Oh, Pearl Harbor. We're going to talk about that. So, I was a child, and I was lucky enough to go to Hawaii with my family. And we went to Pearl Harbor. This is the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. And wow. I can tell you what they'll say. They'll say it was scary as hell. The guys, it was at daybreak. Oh, look, that's a Japanese photo right there. Boom. This came photographed from a Japanese plane during torpedo attack. God, probably get banned if you shorten their name, which is correct nomenclature, by the way. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever noticed Pearl Harbor from the air like this. So it was daybreak. It's coming up here in a few hours. Be 3:30 here. It's like 3:45, I think, on the East Coast. And they actually had mini subs. They had like 6 mini subs that went in here. I don't think any of those guys survived. I think those are like the only losses. Well, look, you can see a plane back here in the background. This plane had just gone from this way into here and had dropped his load. That didn't sound right. Here's another plane over here. I was watching a thing today and saw where they flew over Honolulu and stuff. These are, I can't remember if these are cruisers or what. What the thing that amazes me is that how lucky America was because like the USS Enterprise was due to be here, and the aircraft carriers they can't fit in to Honolulu or Pearl Harbor here. They can't fit into the harbor, so there's actually out here is where they'd be. And if they had got, I mean, the Enterprise would be a huge target. It's an aircraft carrier. These planes took off from aircraft carriers, and they'd be able to bomb it right here, and they'd have sunk it. And if they sunk it, they don't know. Depending on how they did the damage, they don't know if they've been able to get it out, especially in the amount of time that the U.S. was able to rebuild everything. It was the most amazing comeback in naval history. If the Japanese had landing forces and gone in here, the war could have gone on 3 more years if they had taken over Hawaii that day. Just Honolulu, just that island. That's all they really needed. That's crazy, isn't it? Think like that. It's the entire Pacific Fleet was in. We didn't have much of a Pacific Fleet anyway. And but see, back then they would have. I'm trying to think, was the Panama Canal complete? Still, the Panama Canal you can't get. I mean, the Navy doesn't use the Panama Canal. The Navy goes around the either it's built from shipyards. If they have the Navy has to take ships from the Pacific to the Atlantic. They go around the south of South America. What's that tip called? It's the Horn of Africa. Is it the Horn of South America? I don't know. Anyway, it's weird to think. And what's really bad is that you get there and you realize it's sunrise services. It was a Sunday morning, and sunrise services were going on. People were at church, and servicemen were at church. They were supposed to be up. Let's see, like on the USS Arizona, their band had just won like a contest like the night before or something. I forget what it was. And as reward for winning, they got to sleep in an extra hour. So instead of like being up at 7, they were up at like 8. And it was those guys were still in their bunks when the bombs hit the Arizona. That's why it's such a amazing. I bet you the Arizona is probably, because it's kind of by itself. It may be this. I don't think it is. I think it's like right here, maybe. So that's the Arizona. And the Park Service owns all this now. So you take a little ferry out to the monument that Elvis Presley helped build. And to this day, oil droplets still come out. They, I mean, it was fully filled up. And they pumped out, I forget how much oil out of the Arizona. And they pumped out, as much as they could. And then to this day, a droplet about the size of a grape continues to come up every few seconds. And it's almost like you remember that the ship is still alive. There's still servicemen in that ship. And it's just surreal. But when I went, I'll never forget. Here I was a little kid, and there was a man. I didn't understand. It's a Japanese guy, and he, old Japanese guy, and he was wearing a military uniform. I mean, I didn't know what kind of uniform it was or anything else. And his wife was taking pictures of him. He was standing there smiling with the USS Arizona in the background. I didn't understand anything I was watching. So my dad grabbed me and pulled me away. And, later explained that guy was wearing a Japanese uniform. And it was obvious that he was one of the pilots that was there that day and bombed Pearl Harbor. So when we talk about, do you have feelings about nuking Japan? Well, no, they nuked themselves, 5 years ago, the Fukushima radiation plant, whatever it is. But no, they never. There's never any sympathy. There's never any remorse for any of this. It was pride, and it was till they died, and probably still is today for a lot of them. Uh, I mean, you talk about in the America, you still have people that romanticize the Civil War and the South's role in it. But so I mean, people in Japan, they still romanticize the bombing of Pearl Harbor, and I remember a guy I knew in the Navy. He was stationed recently in Japan, and when he got out, when he got back, I asked him, what his thoughts were and everything, and he said, the only thing he had to say was that I don't know, it may not be good, may not be something to put out there, but he was in favor of testing a I don't know how to say it. I know what's going to happen is the Autobot mod things are going to pick me up if I say it. But anyway, three times is a charm. How about that? The third time's a charm. And he was in favor of trying that theory out. So look at this. Here's you got two planes over here to the bomb. I mean, look, the water is up here, splashed up into the sky that high from where the bombs have landed and blown up. Everything that the United States is today is based off this picture. We were not going to go to war. We thought we were safe. We were separated by the oceans. And when Hawaii got hit, when our military got hit, it really woke people up. And they realized that it was only stupid ass Germany that same day declared war on the United States. Is that not something else? But idiots. They're like, oh, yeah, well, we're friends with Japan. They weren't friends with Japan. Germany had nothing to do with Japan. They never even saw each other. I think they met once or something like that. It's still stupid. It wasn't romantic like everybody tries to make it out to be. But one of my guy, I would call him a friend. He was a Marine back then. He joined the Marines because he wanted his pound of flesh, and he got it. Was fighting his way to Tokyo when the war ended, and he described to me, this before you heard anything about war atrocities or anything else, but he described that what happened in the Pacific, the way the Japanese treated prisoners, and especially the Philippines. The Philippines were the big eye opener for us. Then when China got freed, you realize how bad it was in China. But it was Japan. They were they're worse maybe than what the Taliban is. That's crazy to think about. It's very crazy to think about. But it is what it is. So anyway, let me end this. I'm sorry I got solemn there. I didn't check to see if I had any comments. I apologize. I got real solemn here, but this is the day that will live in infamy. And to those guys, I give my undying appreciation to. I think that generation, and if America had lost, if you ever think that America is an evil place, or you're not a pro-American, to realize that if America had lost, what the world would look like. History would be, it'd be surreal how different things would be. So there would be no more. There would be no more Jews. There would be no more Chinese. There'd be no Korea. Um, the Japanese sold Koreans to Mexico as slaves. Just give you an idea of how different the landscape would be. Think about that. What would America be like by the time our enemies would have gotten here? The Our able-bodied men, the ones that went to war, would have been gone, and it would have been women and old men and young kids and people that were able to join the military. Kind of like Captain America. Steve Rogers was too frail to join. Those would be the people protecting the homeland. So you'd have bloodshed in New York. Imagine that. Imagine an enemy force trying to take over New York. And the Nazis actually landed in Jacksonville, Florida. They made a landing there, and their goal was to disrupt the U.S. from the inside as an espionage team. So, but all this it all happened because of this day. And you ready for this? Remember, all of this was over oil. World War II was started because of oil. And if you think that the environment is more important than self-efficiency, look at this picture and just remember, watch Band of Brothers. Remember, this is what you're up against. You've never seen fighting like they fought then. You never saw what a human being could do to another human being. And it's disgusting and it's sickening. So anyway, just want to thank God that these men lived before I did, so I can have the stupidity that I have now. These guys, they never got to talk on YouTube about, I don't know, the weather. Guys, sometimes I'd just be the best thing to ever do, right? Anyway, guys, listen, be good to each other. Christmas season's here, is upon us. Love one another, love yourselves, and till next time, Godspeed. Love you guys, I really do. Peace.